You know who it is. It's your boy. How's it going, everybody? You already know who it is. It's your boy Dragoonic here, bringing you some more Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, in the last episode, we learned that Hades plans to use a spire here in Meridian in order to resurrect all the old Pharaoh robots that caused the end of the world the first time. See, there goes the spire back there in the background. And so, we basically here in Meridian to rally the troops, so that way we ain't gotta fight Hades pretty much by ourselves. So that's why we are here. We got a lot of really good information in the last episode. We got a new spear. Let me show y'all what that looks like. Bam. It looks a little bit worse in the light because like the light coming off of it and the light of the surrounding area, like, it just doesn't clash well. It looks a little oversaturated here. But in the darkness and the shade over here, it looks pretty dope. Like, look at it. It's all clean and glowy and stuff, which is pretty cool. So now we just need to go to the palace and warn Amid. It's something like, his name is something like that, but pretty much the Sun King is who we need to go and talk to. What up, homies? Yeah, y'all better show me some respect. Alright, let's go talk to this man right here. What up, homie? Avad, that's what his name was.
Aloy.
Last time I talked to this dude, he was trying to hit on me.
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it.
Never eat soggy waffles.
They'll bring up mine.
Unless the map is like upside down.
Machine, whatever you want to call
Meridian
it.
is on the left.
It's called Hades.
Like, you
And
can't get much farther west
it wants the spire
than Meridian, really.
And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat.
I want to know how they've been buried for so long, but they still work.
Let that happen.
I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, I know they advanced and
My
whatnot,
responsibility
but
lies with Meridian.
like,
Meridian isn't the target.
like, just like the more complex a machine is, the like actually the more likely it is to go wrong, because like a little grain of dust or something, or like a
question it.
And have the
well, not like a single grain, but like if these things are buried, there's probably like dirt and shit in their gears and in the moving parts that would make it like not work.
Aloy.
And like their electronics on the inside definitely shouldn't be working after all this time, because they've been rusted and shit.
Before. After everything that happened with
they've been bit because it's not like they were properly stored, they were buried.
If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it.
You all good, man. I get it. I'm an attractive young lady.
Even a king can learn his
You
lesson.
ain't gotta apologize for that shit. As long as you know,
good then.
You can't get this.
I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
We know quite a bit, but we don't know everything. Okay, I guess she just told him off screen, or whatever. That's cool. So where are we going now? Talk to Blameless Marad?
Who?
Who the fuck is that? Oh, is that the king's advisor?
Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
Oops, I didn't mean to swing on you. My bad, homie. I gotta talk to you.
Aloy. Preparations are underway on the rigid defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
Hey, it don't matter as long as they came to help.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
Okay, let's talk about the ridge.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to
Yeah,
tour
them
the
Oseram
defenses.
cannons are dope.
And the spire.
Spire.
Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together
Oh shit, I
and testing
forget.
out their
Completely
battle
forgot about my
cry, I
homie Aaron.
suppose.
What's up?
A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
Yeah, I'll talk to them. They're my peoples. I got you. So what happens now?
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Ooh, see about that. We kind of murked Olin. It would feel a little weird sleeping in this place. But okay, so we got some optional shit. Visit both defense site, preview preparations. Okay, and then rest before the final battle. So this might fuck around and be the finale. Let's go and we'll visit the defense sites. We'll do that. See, make sure everything is up to code. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Prime, isn't Prime the place where we was at last episode? So that means she survived for a while after that. Flew out last night to oversee installations. Oh, this is before that happened, probably. Okay. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep before heading back to ZD. Called Gaia before I bedded down, essentially to update her on the site plan, but the truth is I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Okay, so she really thought of Gaia as like an actual person. You know what I mean? Well, to a message from Oswald? The Odyssey launched yesterday. The terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. This isn't really important. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna leave this shit in so that way y'all can pause it and read it if y'all want. But I don't really think it's all that important. Anyway, let's go to the those sites. Oh, actually, this quest I finished, but I can go. I still need to go talk to him real quick, so let's do that. Oh, and he happens to be right here. Good shit. So we can get our reward for that.
Are you looking for? Wait, I know your face. You came back. How did we fare?
Expensively.
That's
right.
what I was afraid of.
You still gotta pay out.
The tame machines. It's hard to explain, but there was a kind of signal that calmed them. Your men got greedy, so it's gone now.
Gambling's a shoddy
Right.
job, girl. I should have been a weapons dealer. That's steady work. Here, take it. The half I'd owed those hammer-handed chunks.
Half?
Right.
I
Good shit.
finished the job. And what was it
Right,
you
I
said?
did the whole
Most of our
job.
more becoming garb?
What do you want? Carja silks? Ah, hoisted
I want
on
more
my
money,
own
that's what I
purse
want.
strings.
Good shit. Okay. So now that that's out of the way, now we can go down here, see what these people own. Make sure they doing all right. Hey, what up, Teb? I ain't seen you in a minute.
I'd be here.
You been up
You
to,
did,
homie?
Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made
Good
me
shit,
an
homie.
honorary
Good shit.
quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
Sounds
I
impressive.
could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy?
That's good to know, actually.
Looked into the mountain? Did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need
Chances
to.
of what?
I know we can do this, Deb.
Maybe we can.
Hey, it's the homie Petra. What is up?
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew
And
there
she
was
brought a
something about
Nostrum
you.
cannon with her?
Hammered
Good
from
shit.
the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
Right.
I've missed our little talks.
Petra's
Murad
probably
asked me
my
to look
favorite
over the city
character
arsenal.
other than
These
Aloy
guns
in
have
this whole
aged
game.
well. That runs in the Ostrom, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Need
Can
me
I
to test
try
it
one?
out?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
Hold L2 and R2 to load. So, what target? Oh, those targets. There we go. Boom.
It hits nice and wide.
This is just a dope
No
ass
need to aim like a
gun.
bow. Range is good. Try the next.
Do I have to fully charge it to knock it over? Oh, you can't just knock it over. Alright. Boom.
See? That'll knock
This
a
thing is
machine
dope.
on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
Yeah, okay.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heap.
Petra, you know
I don't know about
I
that,
do.
but
Always
I
had a
definitely
weakness
come
for
and
us
visit
girls,
if you
though.
know what I mean.
Look, you're a simp. I'm gonna have to report you back to Cusca.
Alright, now to the spire to check out how they holding up the defenses out there. Spire's all the way over here. I can't fast travel to it, which is whack. So we'll have to run. So I'll probably just cut it out because I probably won't be doing anything in the meantime. Okay, so these things are repaired data points. So those data points that Silence told us to scan, and they were like, oh, these files will damage. I don't know why he told me to scan those. These are those. Okay. So I guess they're just like little bits of world building, right? So this one's kind of funny. It's just Travis came by trick-or-treating dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out. But not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for ZD staff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. So this is just a cute little world building, personality building thing for all these people. If you want to read the whole thing, it's on the screen here. You can slow this down or pause it or whatever. But back to the main shit. It looks like we got a few different people we can talk to up here. So I may just make this like instead of the finale, I'm gonna make this like a lead up to the finale, the penultimate episode, if you will.
Greetings,
What a
Aloy.
borrow.
Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being
It's
called
not that I
Anointed
don't like it.
either.
It's just that it's
It
right.
means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I guess
I don't want. I just don't want to be put up on a
So,
pedestal. You feel
Meridian.
me?
What do you think?
I've seen
Just a normal person doing what I got to
many
do.
new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know?
You're welcome, homie. Yeah, I
All
do.
right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should
Yeah, I
drop
get
to
it.
my
I get
knees
it.
and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
I get where you're coming from, homie.
They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
Oh.
And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad
right.
you're here.
So am I.
It's less that she say you gotta fight, and more that if you don't fight, your chances of dying goes up.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These cards are in their frilled armor.
War
What
Chief
up, homie?
Sona. War
What you
Chief,
got to say? War
You
Chief?
seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put
Yeah,
you
I
through this.
definitely understand why y'all would be uncomfortable like
will be
this.
ended.
It's kind of like a Christian and an atheist convention.
Word.
But y'all doing what y'all gotta do. And I appreciate y'all coming to help out, even though everything about this feels wrong to you. Y'all gotta push that shit to the side for the greater good of
Who
everybody.
are these guys? They call themselves the Eclipse.
What
What up, Aaron?
Aloy. So here we are again.
Ain't seen you and your mutton chops in a minute.
Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against,
Kinda.
really?
I'm not sure.
Basically just a bunch of
There's gonna
machines
be a lot of
and
them,
some
and they'll have machines.
religious zealots.
And if they get past us, it's not just
Nothing
Mongolia
you've
that
never
will
fought
fall.
before. It's just a lot
The
of
rest
them.
of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big.
Yeah.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the vanguard?
I like his
At the
attitude.
front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Still before iron, I
Hit 'em
like
a hammer
that.
till they can't hit back!
Damn right.
Ooh, hit him like
Yeah.
a hammer till they can't
Nobody's
hit
getting
back.
past the
That's
vanguard.
what's up. I
We're
like
here
it.
for Meridian.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Alright, is there anyone else left to talk to? Nope, all that's left to do is rest before the final battle. You know what? I think I might fuck around and just make this the whole last finale, you feel me? Let's see if this is anything important. This guy was on our way. I gathered the alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up, but they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished, close, but not quite there. Still test runs, kinks to smooth, work to do. So they accepted it, no asylum for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Damn. That sounds kind of like a rough life, but if it's a rough life or no life, I guess they chose a rough one. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I get back to my office. So here we are setting up Gaia Prime, and yeah, such a close thing makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I never proposed the Lightkeeper Protocol, there would never have been living spaces constructed here. If I had abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If at least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. Yeah, I can understand how that would be kind of weird. The genetic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible, for which I'm glad. I really, really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Tarvis Tate, raised by Tarvis Tate. Yeah, oof. That probably would have been bad. I still don't understand why they got him. Like, there had to be another person who wasn't so much of a creepy dickbag who could have done the same job. And somebody commented this on one of my videos earlier, but I think where they went wrong in terms of Hades is getting the creepy drug addict, you know, to fucking make, cause like it just don't make any sense. Like he was so clearly not the right choice for that job, so I don't understand why they gave it to him. Cause it's probably the fact that he was, you know, on drugs and whatnot. I'm going the wrong way. Probably the fact that he was on drugs and whatnot that allowed, you know, the mistakes to be made to make Hades the huge problem that it is. You know what I'm saying? If you had somebody that was more clear-headed and focused on that project, I think everything would have turned out at least a little bit better. You know what I mean? I'm just rambling at this point, trying to make time while I run all the way back to Meridian, because they are going to make us rest before the final battle begins. So I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to make this episode or the next episode the finale. I don't actually remember how long like the final fight is, and if it would be long enough to constitute an episode on its own. So I'm kind of debating whether or not I should, like, because even if it's a shorter episode, it's gonna be like the finale, the final fight, and then there's also the credits to consider. So yeah, I don't really know. Let's see. We got another one of these files. No, it's silent for us. Oh, this is the same one. Alright, that's something I want to do before I end this episode. And that is see if I can buy a stalker heart. Because if I can get a new outfit. You know the outfit I got from Silence to blend in with the Shadow Karja? That one has like an upgraded version. And it requires a stalker heart. So if I can buy a stalker heart, I think I'll go get that. Stalker heart. Bam. Alright. So now we can just go get that outfit. I'm just trying to pad this episode a bit, because I know I haven't really done much, but I kind of want that last final fight to be one episode, and then have this be the penultimate episode. So I think, because I've been recording for about half an hour, I know most of this is going to get cut out, but I'm not entirely sure how long it'll end up being at the end. Because if it's shorter than 10 minutes, I'll feel bad about it. But if it's like too long, I'll also feel bad about it. So I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, I'm just letting y'all get a taste into how my mind thinks when it comes to planning where to stop these episodes. Trade merchant, outfits. See, this is the outfit we are trying to get right here. Like, look at how dope that is. We're gonna buy that. And we'll actually equip it, because it looks pretty dope. Let's see what mods we have that we can put on it. Because like this one was the one we were wearing, and while it looks better, it only has 2 modification slots, and this one has 3. Alright guys, so I've been thinking and debating, and I am so confident that the last battle will be enough to fill a whole episode that I'm actually gonna end it here. So this is where we're gonna pick up next time for the final battle. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that fun YouTube shit down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at DragonicYT. The link to all of those should be in the description box down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace.